Welcome back. All right. It's time to load the rocks. Oh my goodness. This was an amazing day. So this was the weekend coming up that I was going to get some help. But I couldn't wait. Oh my goodness. I've been waiting for this moment, and something kind of magic happened. I got a delivery of rocks that are very dark. And then my dad went and got me rocks as well. And they were a light color, right? So then a dilemma happened where I realized I could make designs within the walls with the different colored rocks, right? So that means it's difficult to get help on that type of project, when you got your own vision. But, it was just magic. It was just magic, right? So, I tried to make little shooting stars. You'll see them come up. And then, later on when everybody helps, if you just mix them together, it looks dope as well. It's just, pretty magic. This is a lot of work, by the way. Yeah, I killed myself this week. It was awesome. Yeah. Anywho, I'm sorry there's been a very long delay. I realized that this is kind of the culmination of the series. Anyways, it's one of the major moments, and it's been like weeks. I've been off goofing around. I'm still building, by the way. We're not done here. We'll get to the end of this video. It's a bit of a long one. But the next thing, I've came up with more crazy ideas. And, yeah. So, I had a friend tell me, being my friend is having diminishing returns. Well, the next idea I got, yeah, it's going to have some diminishing returns. But that doesn't matter. Because, listen, it's awesome. It's so much fun. Oh, yeah. I've been trying to take somewhat of a break now that the roof is on and everything and the rocks are all in. But I'm also retarded and I just don't know how to slow down. Yeah, it's good to have all your time taken, but it's also terrible. So, it's good. The crazy thing about this portion was you really have to stuff these rocks into corners, and underneath the stars, they really did not want to fill up, so you got to do those by hand. Yeah, bucket by bucket was it was tough. I ain't gonna lie, it was tough, but totally worth it. Oh my goodness, you'll see it as it starts to develop. Man, it was cool. The inside gets much, much darker as the rocks come in. We all expected that, but I haven't ran the lights yet. Yeah, that's okay. Anyway, in conspiracy news out there, who's following the lasers of Lahaina? Anyone? Anyone? Did they burn that island down with energy beam lasers? Lasers? I think they might have. It's kind of crazy. And now they're saying, we might just take the land to build a memorial. Kind of a dick move. Kind of a dick move. Yeah. I've been a little bit on that, listening to a podcast here and there, but I gotta steer clear of these conspiracies. I was told I'm out of my mind the other day, but it was by a person I trust, so they might be right. No worries. No biggie at all. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. I'd ask you what you've been up to, but there's a video on the internet. I'm kind of running out of stuff to talk about. It's just me loading rocks here. Yeah, I was getting tired. My back hurt. My dad let me use the tractor, which, let me tell you, it saved a lot of work. My original plan was to dump the rocks in the grass and then just do it bucket by bucket from there. My dad convinced me to put them out in the driveway, which is gravel. It was the right call. It was really the right call. But I would never admit that to him. He's never going to watch this video, by the way. So, yeah, no worries. My mom did come and help here, but the rocks are heavy. So I believe, yes, my mom was stabbing the rocks with a metal bar because those lower walls are only 6 inches wide, right? These are 2 to 4 inch rocks. Well, with that 2-inch steel beam brace support, right? Rocks did not want to cooperate. So you kind of got to stab them, do a little stabby action, and that was it was challenging at times, but it's good. Physical labor is good. Exertion is good. I was just thinking about this the other day. We need another war, like something. Like there's not really. We've been complaining about an awful lot, right? But do you remember the day after 9/11, how proud we were to be Americans? Oh! Yeah. I remember remember how many flags there were? You couldn't go anywhere without like 4,000 flags and everything. So all I'm saying, I'm not saying we need another tragedy, but what I am saying is it did bring us together. I hear word on the street is there's this old dude who once told me a story, or told someone a story, and I was listening. I don't remember how it went. Anyhow, he said after World War II, people were dancing in the streets. So we've gotten a little too comfortable. We're complaining about just nonsense at this point, right? So let's go ahead and start another war. This Ukraine thing, I mean, look, either get in or get out. I don't know what we're doing over there, if I'm being honest. But send me to a beach on Normandy. Let's take out half of us. Yeah. And, that'll bring us together. I think that's a good way to do it. We've just gotten too comfortable. That's what I've decided. So, let's start a war. Oh, my goodness. Let's start a war with Canada. The Canucks, they'll just apologize the whole time. We'll totally win. And it'll bring us all together. Oh, yeah. I should run for office. That was a smart idea I just had right there. Anyhow, back to loading rocks. Tractor, bucket by bucket. What I was doing was I was filling up buckets with the tractor and then running them back and forth. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, and here I thought I was full, but then I realized I could load from the porch up there. Yeah. I did about 7 yards of material. And let me tell you something. That was stupid, because I had a lot of help this coming weekend. It's just about to happen in the video. In fact, I'm so grateful for the people who showed up to help. Like, I was a little concerned, because this is nothing but hard labor, right? But I got good people in my life. I really do. And it's pretty amazing. I even had people who, we just BS at work once in a while show up to help. That's pretty cool, Yeah. Yeah, there's good people out there, let me tell you. That's a pretty amazing thing. Yeah. You know what? We should also be grateful for this beautiful summer we've had. We had rain the other day, and it broke my spirit. It really broke my spirit. Let me tell you, I'm about tired of these fall people. All right? Here comes the leaves are turning, and it's going to be cool. I don't want to hear it. I work outside, and it's cold. Oh, there's nothing better than... Oh, we're here. Look, everyone showed up. This is the day. Oh, my goodness. Look at the joy we have here. So what's going on here is we've got a whole mess of people up front. They're loading buckets of rocks. And then that loader, Big Yellow, that's Mike, driving that sucker. He's driving them up to the porch. And then we've got 4 guys in the treehouse. 2 guys handing guys up onto ladders, buckets o' rocks. And it started out, we were loading full buckets of rocks. As it turns out, they get very heavy very fast. Because there's like a big energy buzz of everybody working hard. It was really cool. But we needed to split the buckets in half in order to load them. Because the way we were loading them over the eaves, it's a bit of a precarious position. So someone could fall at any moment. There were several instances where rocks were dropped on people. No complaints though. No L&I claims. No, not on a side project. No way. You saw me right there on the back. That's because we had a rock jam at one point. Didn't really, didn't see that coming. It was within the wall, and anywhere that I secured 2 baskets together, the coil of the way I coiled them together, it was enough to stretch them. So like most of it is 6 inches off the wall, but where I coiled them together, it's more like 8. So there's a little bit of a bulge, but it's very difficult to see unless you're the guy who built it, and you super much hate it. Yeah, you heard me, super much. Anywho, it's still pretty dope. That's me up on the eave there. Yeah, this was a magic day. It really was. Once in a while, you get just the right stuff to happen. And the cool thing is how fast it actually went. We moved 10 yards of rock in 5 hours. 1 bucket at a time. Which, it doesn't sound like all that impressive until you realize how much 10 yards of rock really is. And then, how great is that? I don't know how much that weighs. It's a lot of weight we moved. Yeah. And we had, oh man, there was a team up front that was crushing it. We were able to keep up with the buckets for a while, but then when we had to start splitting the buckets down smaller and smaller, they were gaining on us quite a bit. There was some complaints about needing more buckets, but that was bullshit. We were faster than them, and Team Treehouse, we won. Just so everybody's clear. Team Rockpile, they did pretty good. Nah, they did great. It was pretty sweet, the system we had in place. The way I pictured it is pretty much exactly how it happened. It was yeah, it's cool, man. Really cool. And so we got the whole backside done here, and I went and took a look at it. Let me tell you something. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, yeah, I'm reliving it right now. You know what I did the night that this was all finished? I actually got up in the middle of the night and walked out there with a flashlight. Oh, super nerding out on it. Because it's pretty sweet. Yeah, but we had to put, so the back section, remember it's 1 foot wide on the bottom. It took a long time to get that back filled up. But as soon as we did, we got to the sides. And let me tell you, the sides went so fast. You'll see here, you'll be like, oh, they just started? Nope, they're done. Look at all the people who came to help. Oh, you guys are the best, and I fucking love you. Yes! But you'll see what happens. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Like, once one section gets filled, it's like boop, 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 and it's all filled up. Yeah, freaking sweet. We had a dope lunch this day, too. My mom, she's a hell of a cook, let me tell you. Yeah. Yeah, it's freaking fantastic. Yep, look at us go. This is where it was really neat, because you could really see. Now, what also happened here is there is a lot of little gaps in between the siding, or the waterproofing, and the rocks. after this day, I ended up spending probably 10 hours filling gaps. I did not realize what should have happened is someone should have been on the outside, like poking at them, really trying to stuff them down. But it doesn't matter. You know, everything worked out exactly the way it should. Like I said, look at this thing. Right here, I had to open up the bottom of the window because the way I thought we were going to be able to load it, I was wrong. I was simply wrong. Like, I had a little 4-inch section. I needed all 6 inches opened up so I could then dump the rocks in. Yeah, man. Once again, I want to tell each and every one of you I love you. And yeah, take a look at that. Isn't that fun? See all the little gaps? And see the things I put over the star? That goes away as well. Anyhow. Yeah, sorry for the delay on this video. And I love each and every one of you. Goodbye!